This isn't really an ASMR video, so if you clicked on for that, you might want to click off and go and watch one of my other multitudes of ASMR videos. This is a how-to, and it's a how to make confetti crayons. I just haven't seen any YouTube videos on it. So I thought, you know what, because I'm going to do it anyway, because I need some confetti crayons for one of my ASMR videos, I thought I'd have a go at making it. So, like I've said, we've got the crayons. Oh, is that backwards? It's probably backwards, that. The Crayola, a 24 pack. Mixture, different colours in there. And a couple of the silicone trays. So I want to make like a Minecrafty type one. So I'm not sure how many you will need with the Crayola. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks like 7 to these thinner 10. So we'll see how we go. I'm gonna try this one first, let me know. And I found this online, and it's one of those mini choppers that you use for garlic. And I thought, instead of, I got another garlic one. I'm not even sure how you use this one. I think you put it in there and then go like that, which looks like fun. Hold on, have I got the bottom bit? It's good, yeah. Let's see if it works. See if I'm not going to break it. Is it too... Oh, it's crumbling. It is crumbling. Is it working? It's definitely crumbling. Is it going to go down? Again, even though it seems a bit... I just think this might be the easiest. I mean, it has kind of worked. I've got bits at the bottom. Oh yeah, it's gone all the way down. And we've got crayon at the bottom. I'm happy with that. And let's try another, maybe try 2 pieces at once. Yeah, it's grabbing. But obviously garlic is a lot softer than these crayons. But it is working. I was thinking, how do I get the confetti in the first place? How do I grate it without, you know, I'm not a fan of grating at anything at the best of times. I'll have lots of choppers and things, but I'm thinking that the crayon is probably a bit too hard with this, to be honest. I'll just get the bits that it did do. It didn't do a terrible job, so I'll just move it around there. Oh, all my crayons. And see how we go. Oh, Lord-a-loo, we're going to be here all day, aren't we, doing this? I wonder if I try the other side. Oh no, that's even worse. Oh no. So that was a bit of a fail. So it looks like I might have to... I'll try this. See how we go here. Because there must be a way to do it. Because I think I might have to get the scissors. Not the scissors. A knife. No, don't try this at home, folks. I'm using... Good, an adult... Not that this is a children's channel or anything. If you happen to stumble across me with a big knife. Right, now then, what about that? Will that work? Oh, I think we might have found ourselves a winner. Oh, I haven't broken it, have I? Gosh, I thought I'd broken it then. I think this is working, you know. It's definitely, the crayon's going. I mean, it's making a right old mess. The grated stuff into a bowl. Because I don't want all the crayons to be green. I don't think it matters if a little bit of green gets in, but all these bits, don't want to miss any. It's hard work grating. See all that work just for that. Seems crackers, doesn't it? But I am determined, because another reason being, is that a different colour or is that the same colour? I'm going to go with this one next. Another reason being, just scoring it. Is there like a little opening? I mean, these babies are on there. I mean, they are on there. So I'm just scoring it off camera, so right up to my face, because it's just... Confetti crayons are hella expensive. Like, no, I understand why. No, but they are expensive. And I just thought, you know what? I could make them, get some crayons and make them myself. And I only need a few. And I can make them, even though you have to go through all of this. Gosh, and they're double. It's not even a single wrap. I've just realised, it's a double. They really mean those crayons to stay put. I mean, Crayola, they mean it. It's a double. I didn't notice that before. The paper. Oh, that didn't take as long. I'm just gonna move that knife out of the way, out of shot. Now then, the trick is to get these, she says, bringing it straight back in shot, is to like chop them quite small, because I might not even need to grate them. I mean, I don't know, I haven't actually found a tutorial. I'm just making this up. I haven't found a tutorial on how to make confetti crayons. I've found a tutorial on how to make you know, like breaking them up and then just putting them in, just broken up like this. And you can make kind of like graffiti kind of crayons, you know, like multicoloured crayons, but not confetti crayons. What I might do is just try one and see what happens with them just chopped up, because I just don't see myself grating hundreds of crayons to get a confetti crayon. I mean, it's kind of a lot, but not really. So you know what? Bang that idea, and I'm gonna put some of it in like that and put that at the bottom to see what happens. But really and truly, I am just gonna not grate it and see what happens. I'm actually just gonna chop them instead, very finely, and see if that works just as well. But it does, you know. I think chopping them finely, probably need a chopping board really, is the easiest way to go. Ignore me and the old graters. See that took me 3 seconds. I got all of that. So, yeah. Oh, well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Trying to find out what works But hey ho. And scoring the next one. Even scoring it is hard. Because the paper, I mean, it's in there. It's on there. And the thing is, you see so many crayons, you know, when kids are playing with them, that the paper's off. How on earth do they do that? Because it's really hard to get it off. So I wonder if this works. Gosh, it'd be excellent if it did. Because I'll just do one to start as a trial to see what happens. I think that might be enough, you know. So, we have one. Very proud of my one. Look at that baby. Now, we will see how it goes. Because it's all flibbity flobbity wobbly woo. And that is the technical term. I'm just going to place her in a baking tray. So it's easier to get out and pop her in the oven. In the boiling hot oven. For 10 minutes. And then I'll get back to you. So I'm about to take it out of the oven. It's been in there for 10 minutes. Turning the oven off. Oh, she's a bit steamy. Oh, right, it's actually melted. So that's what it looks like. But it looks good. I mean, you've got the green and the yellow, but it just makes me wonder how they do the confetti. Because it gets so hot that that's what it looks like. And it melts it. But then it just looks like swirly, like you've just mixed a couple of colours together. But hey, it looks good though. I love it. I mean, it looks good just like that. These bubbles are making it look more like a confetti crayon. Yeah, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder than it looks. I wouldn't suggest any child do this. This is adults only, I would say, because you're working with knives, graters, hot ovens, melted boiling hot wax from the crayons and hot baking trays. I've burnt myself about 3 times, so I would say this isn't a child's activity. I would say adults make it for the kids. But it's fun. I mean, that's quite artistic, I think. I mean, that's looking good. You see, I don't know what it's going to look like once it's cooled down. It might look like a confetti crayon, or it might just look like a swirly homemade crayon, but both good. I mean, and it's a great thing to do with the crayons that are broken. Although, you know, like, I don't know how they do it, because it was really hard for me to break the crayons and it was really hard for me to take the paper off, so, you know. But it is, you do get it, don't you? You do get like all your nice crayons and then you'll get a few broken ones with the paper, but it's a good thing, it's good to do with those. But you do need a lot. Like, that was 8 crayons and it sank, because if you remember, that was to the top and it sank down. We will see what happened with my experiment and see if we've got a swirly crayon, a confetti crayon, a crayon, you know. I'll be happy with that. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Right then, so I've literally just come back and it's a few hours later and this is what we've got, and I'm just about to take it out of the the Satisfaction. Oh, and it has, like, that I would say is a confetti candle. I really would. I think it's more, well, it's kind of half and half. Like, that is obviously a little bit different. I might trim the edges up here. But look at that, it's so smooth. I think for the first effort, I think that is amazing. I am ultra chuffed with that. It turned out quite thin though, but long, but you could still obviously crayon with it. Actually, we should try. What is it like to crayon with? Let's have a go. Yep. There we go, and she works. Oh, and that's a good way of getting the edges a bit nicer looking. By actually using, oh, and it's all different colours too. Oh look, you get like a mixture of the greens, which is obviously what the effect that you want. Well, that's the effect I wanted. But that is great. I'm super chuffed with that. Because that, I mean, I would say that is like almost like a confetti crayon. It's a mixture between the confetti and like the tie-dye swirly one. So yeah, that's my first go. And I'm going to do some more. And then I'll add a clip after this. So yeah, this is, I'm going to do a bit more with different coloured crayons and grating and doing them in pieces and see what turns out, you know, the experiment. And I'll, then that's what the next clip will be. So yeah, chuff with that. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And so you see all the crayons, they kind of go together, they all kind of merge together. But look, well, it's like super liquidy. So you've got to be really careful taking it out of the oven. Hopefully you can see that, it's quite dark. I wanted to show you while it's cooling down what it looks like. And then it, you know, it makes all those really cool patterns. This is why you can't make confetti crayons, because they all merge into one, no matter how little you grate them or how, like these were just pieces of crayons that I just broke. I didn't use a knife, I just broke with my fingers. So what, a crayon broke into 3 pieces and then put in there a mixture of colours. So, but it just goes to show that confetti crayons, I don't know how they do it. Now I know why they're probably expensive, because I did grate them. I used all different types of graters and I used all different experiments as to different timing and different things to put them in. But every time I did it, you can't get the confetti look that is created with the confetti crayons doing it at home. I mean, it's just impossible no matter what. So goodness knows what they do to make them look like that. I haven't got a clue. But hey, these are great. I mean, these are great. And we tried. The minute you put the crayons in the oven, they melt and they merge. So no matter, and I finely grated them and I've put 2 different colours, 5 different colours, finely grated or just broken, and it doesn't matter. It just turns out like this no matter what you do, which is still really, really cool. And I love them, but I'll show you what they look like when they, sorry about the shadow, see what they look like when they've cooled down. So I'm back and here we have them nice and, oh, I just moved my Pepsi Max. Nice and, oh, there's a little bit that's just come off. They've cooled down and that's the one from the, now the thing is you're not going to get, because they're quite, because the silicone is quite, it moves around, you're not going to get like precise lines. And when you cut them it doesn't look as good, but it's, I just think they still look cool. And then this is the other one. And this is going to be really interesting. It's the first time I've used this one. This is an ice cube tray and it went in the oven fine. I mean, it's silicone. They're all silicone, so I think they're all pretty good. But 10 minutes in 220 is all you need. But as I say, it's quite tricky. It'd be interesting to see what's on the other side, but it's quite tricky to get that, as I say, that confetti look. But I'm so excited to take these out and to see what they look like on the other side. So I'll do it with you. But let's have a look, let's have a look. Oh, it's all brown. The brown has taken over. In fact, that side looks more interesting and the sides look more interesting than the actual top part. But it looks like a piece of chocolate, doesn't it? Which is what I wanted. Because the other ones that I did, let me show you. The other ones that I did in this, the ones that I did in this tray, which is the brownie tray, was this one. So I was going for the Minecraft look, and it's kind of worked, but then having to cut them, they just look a bit rubbish. I mean, I'll probably get a nail file or something and make it look a little bit nicer, but it's okay for the video that I want them for, because I'm doing them for an ASMR video, I need some crayons, handmade crayons. So, but look, this is what happens on the bottom. The bottom never quite looks, I did a few experiments with time to see if I could get them like a confetti, but if you don't leave them in long enough, they don't melt. So that's the, wasn't left in too long, but it's hard as. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't leave them in for the desired time, like the 10 minutes, because they still go rock hard. They still, even the bits that haven't melted, but that's okay. They got their handmade look. I think maybe that one and this one is the most confetti-ish. I'll show you that one in a minute with the bits, because I had little bits at the bottom and they managed to stick on it. So I don't know whether you just put little bits at the bottom, but that is still not guaranteed. You just can't get the very, very small, although that is quite, the ones in the middle are actually quite small, aren't they? I think that's in focus. I mean, that's not bad. And then we've got this one. It's lovely, I just love it. But look, now I left this in for hardly any time at all, and you can see how it's not melted, but it still looks good, because I plan to sell these once I've done my videos. I'm selling them in the fair that I'm doing at the end of the year, and I still think they'll sell, even though they're not perfect. I mean, it really looks handmade. I mean, but this looks all profesh, but then, but it's still cool, I think, anyway. But I just kind of wanted to make them a bit smaller, and this is probably my favourite. How cool is that? It looks like, I'm keeping this one, it looks like an actual piece of art, I think. Like, either way, looks like a kind of a meadow with flowers. I mean, the back's a bit, you know, average, bit dull, but this, hello, that's where the party's at. Even the sides look so cool. So I'm keeping my little Monet, I'm not selling that one. And then there's this one. Did I show you this one? I was trying to go for the red, white and blue, but look, you've got the, like the confetti stuff again. Is that focusing? I'm not sure if it's focusing. I can't quite tell. Even doing the, oh, YouTuber hand behind. Because I'm not very good. I never quite know. It might be focusing, who knows? But I'll just put it under the light. And it is, you know, you got those little dots. So it's kind of almost confetti. You can do it to a certain amount, but not like the whole thing. You can do little bits of it where the crayon looks more confetti, but mainly it will come out like this, like tie-dye-y kind of rainbowy kind of graffiti kind of look. I can't get it, and I've tried. That is, you can get little bits like that if you're lucky, but I need to go to the Confetti Crayon factory, to be fair, and find out how they do it. But I love this because it looks like a piece of chocolate, and that looks like a finished piece. Even the bottom looks great. I would, you know, that looks, as I say, better than that. And I was trying to go with this because this took a lot of crayons. Like, oh, I don't even want to think about how many crayons. But as I say, I need these ones. This is perfect for my video that I'm doing. All my lights on the move. Calm down, light. So that's the first one, and I'm just gabbing away. Oh, this is, I've left this before I do that, and I'm not trying to be suspenseful. This is the mess that you're left with. This business is messy. And these, all the crayons, look, there's how many crayons I've gone through. Boxes and boxes of crayons. And I have found that the easiest method to take the wrapping paper off, this is me carving it out with this, which was just torturous, is to do this. Put it in the old warm water, not too warm because you don't want the crayons to melt, but, and it takes this has gone a bit cold now, but it takes the paper off because there's 2 layers of paper on that. These ones haven't come off at all, not the Crayola ones. I think the Crayola is the way to go, but yeah, warm water, the wrapping comes off really easy. And these are the ones with the paper that I've just taken off. These are just the random ones that are left, and you may notice there's a lot of purple ones because I read a Pinterest thing that the purple takes over the colours, the colourways. I didn't use a lot of purple in these, so I can't really say. Then again, I did in this one, and that could be why it's gone like this. Seemingly purple is a bit of an alpha, and it takes over all the other colours. So I just took all the purples out just to be on the safe side, because I didn't really want to be wasting, you know, all that many crayons, because even just doing it that weenie size, it's a lot of crayons. So let me show you. Let me just break up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I leave? I did about 6. That's just 6 crayons. That's 6 crayons just in that little, and it's not very big. I'll just take that lot out, save that for later, and we will pull out the other ones. Don't be brown. Oh, now come on. Look at that. That is, like, look at that, as if that was going to be on the other side. That is, I love that. You see, this is my problem. I will want to keep them all. I won't want to sell any of them. Look at that though, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Come on. That is a little stunner. I'm just super impressed with my own work. And here's another one. It's just like, you just don't know what you're gonna get. You see it first, is it good? Oh, it's not bad. Orange and like blue. Oh, with the pink on the side. Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. It's very pop art, isn't it? So these 3, come on. That's the noise I'm going for. ASMR. That's the noise. Oh yeah, baby. Just love that noise. I'm obsessed with ASMR. I just love all the noises. I'm so excited to see what these look like, because these look really good. In my humble opinion, of course, these look really good just on the top. I mean, except for one. One has probably let the side down a tad. This one, it's a bit, looks interesting here, but it's a bit ooh. And I'm not sure whether you could scrape that off and there'd be something more interesting, or whether you ruin it. But anyway, because I'm thinking of doing that. Well, no, I don't need to, because I'm going to keep this one, but I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just cut that off, because the rest looks pretty special. But anyway, let's go for it, let's go for it. What is going to be? Oh, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? That with the, oh, come on. I can't believe that. Look at that. With the green, you know. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits of confetti. I mean, that's super cool. How cool is that? I'm not sure how to do it in the focus. I think you've got it. I think it's there. I'll put it in the light. Now that does look like, I don't know, some kind of, you know, obscure kind of modern art, doesn't it? Like abstract art. Take gallery. Give me 10 grand. Just call me Tracy Emin. I will make my bed and lie on it with this. Look at this. That is, I'm not gonna be able to sell any of these. I'm keeping them all. I'm just, that's not the thing, isn't it? When you're an artist and you sell your work, you don't want to sell any of it. Is that like real narcissistic? I don't know, probably. Right, okay, here comes the ugly duckling. Let's hope she's a swan on the other side, but it doesn't matter if you're not lovely. Right, what's she gonna look like? Come on! Have you, like, that is, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Because I'm hoping this is showing in the camera. Are you, I mean, what? Matisse, hello? I mean, gosh, as if I'd compare. I'm definitely comparing. But look at that! How am I going to cut this up and put in my video? Which means I'm not, doesn't it? I'm just not gonna. I want to keep them all. I mean, come on. Come on. They're like little pieces of art. Oh my gosh. I'm super impressed with this. I'm just gonna spend all my days making crayons out of crayons. Right, what's this one gonna like? Now this one, I think this one looks really good on this side. So it'll be interesting to see if it's any good on the other side. And is it? Oh my gosh. It's like this one, but like lighter and brighter. Andy Warhol, hello. See, I'm doing it again. God, such a narcissist. Look, and look at the sides. Oh, see, oh, so you could probably, I'll probably, like, I don't know, trim these bits off because they're a little bit, See, it's the element of surprise as well. It's like when you used to, go, I'm showing my age now, but when, before digital cameras, when you used to have to take your photos in and you never knew what you got until they, you know, they developed them and whatnot, and then you're like, oh wow, look at that. Whereas now it's all instant, isn't it? But this is like that. Like when some photos just come up like, oh, mint, you know? Oh my gosh. I just don't know. I'm just in complete shock, to be honest with you. I'm just in absolute shock that these came out so well. Last but not least, see, it's not too bad. I quite like that. Can you see? It might be a bit bright, that light, but it's quite cool looking, I think, that one. Anyway, so it's just going to be a bonus. What it's like on the other side. Oh, save the best to last. I'm really blowing my own trumpet here, but look at that. Would you just look at that? And look at the side. Look at that side. This looks like an actual scene. Like in, like, I don't know, Alien Land. Oh, come on. How did that... See, it's like, with that one, did I just layer them? One of them I just layered the crayons. Like, I just put them in, like, different colours, but I just put them in like that. A lot of them I just broke them up, but one I just laid them in like that on top of each other, and then broke a couple on the top. But what I did do with this was just put a piece of white in there, but I put the white on the top. I didn't put it on the bottom, so I don't quite know how that's happening. You just don't know alchemy. You don't know what's going to happen. But that was with me laying them flat. Yeah, see how they're all different from the others. These were just breaking them, but this was not. So you kind of got the more, there's more crayon here. It's my new hobby. I am like the crayon lady, not the cat lady, the crayon lady. I'm doing a homage to, I can't remember what they're called, but I mean, they don't have many subscribers, but I just love a video that they do that I want to do a homage to it. It's just one of my favourites ever. And they have kind of crayons like this in it, and I couldn't find any. Well, I could find kind of like a confetti. They're like confetti crayons, but they were like chunky ones. And I couldn't find the chunky ones online, so I thought I'm going to make them. And then when the confetti crayons that I did find online were like 26 bucks for a pack of 12. And I was like, you're having a laugh. So I thought, I know, I will spend 100 bucks on crayons and 50 bucks on molds, and I'll make them myself. You, $26. I mean, that is, I know, ironic, but that's, I have always had it, I've always kind of got it in the back of my mind, oh, but I can take them to the art fair with me because no one else will have anything like this, and they will not. The soap man will not be happy with me. I hope he doesn't think they're soaps. I'll be like, no, they're crayons. Yeah, because I mean, I would easily sell, if I sold those 3 in a pack, homemade crayons, that'd go right off, you know, in the artisan marquee. Right then, I just don't know. Looking at them like this, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's, what the heck happened there? Something beautiful. Oh, I love it. I just didn't think it would be that kind of successful. I mean, yeah, we were trying to make confetti crayons and I didn't quite manage that. But some of them have the odd, especially probably these two, have like the confetti kind of look, like those little, if you can see, hopefully you can, maybe you can't, but take my word, they've got like little like spots of crayons, but it was impossible to do all of them, like the whole thing just spots, because it melted and they all merged in. So yeah, my tips would be careful when you're taking them out of the oven, because they're all liquidy, and if you move them too much they'll all merge into one and you won't get these. You will get the effect on the bottom, I think, no matter what, but if you want the whole thing to look quite nice, this can happen if you move them too much. And be careful, because when it's on, it's quite toxic. Leave the doors and windows open or an air conditioner on, or, you know, I had all 3. But I would this is what I did. I tried to do as many as I could in the baking tray that I had. I mean, it's messy and it's smelly, and look, even just touching them, my nails are all yuck. Like, look at that, yuck. In fact, don't look too closely. Your hands, your nails, it's messy, it's smelly, but hello, voila, et voila. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's just, well, I think it is. And I'm not saying I'm phenomenal. I'm saying that the process and what you do, anyone can do this, but just be careful and don't let your kids take the paper off using anything other than water. And don't let your kids take them out of the oven either. It's more of an adult, definitely help. But this, to be honest, this isn't for kids. This is for adults, really, who want to make crayons, or for anyone that was interested in confetti crayons or in DIY. I don't think anyone could get the confetti look, but this is as good as darn it, and I really enjoyed doing it. But this doesn't work, the grater, the garlic grater doesn't work, this didn't work. I suggest not grating them at all. I suggest just breaking them up. So yeah, I probably wouldn't get, I just went out and got these molds, and I found that probably the bigger molds are not a great buy, because you have to put loads of crayons, and the crayon is quite big, which is great for just, you know, I'd probably just sell that on its own, really. But that's a hell of a lot of crayons, and that's why I got this, the ice cube, and I didn't even realise. I thought this was just square all the way down. I didn't realise, because it's got the ridges at the bottom. That's how this has come out, with ridges, which makes it look even cooler. I'm just super impressed with that. I'm just like, what? See, it looks cool on the bottom too. These would be easy, I think, to sell at my market. Well, not my market, the art market. But as I say, I'm just thinking for profit, I think that obviously you can get molds that are a lot smaller and a lot, you know, you don't have to fill the whole thing up, because just remember that it does go down. You can get things that look like dinosaurs and robots and, you know, different things, fairy doors. I've actually got a fairy door mold coming, and a wand mold coming, and a kind of a normal, kind of like, not sausage, but like a normal crayon looking, well, not normal, it's thicker than this, but I just wanted to try it to see if it would use less crayons. So I'll do an updated version and I will show you. The wand looks amazing. Like, I tried to get it to look a bit Harry Potter-ish. It's not like his wand, but it's like really intricate wand. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if that was made of crayons that were all kind of like this, like abstract-y, graffiti, rainbowy. type crayon. I'm just thinking, how cool would a wand look? So, but as I said, get rid of that. Don't use that, don't use that. You don't need any of this. But I'm glad I did it, because then I can tell you not to do it, because this was dangerous and messy. I mean, I'm still picking up crayons and my nails are shot. I just, like, it's messy and dirty and smelly. I'm really selling it to you, aren't I? But you need to be aware of these things, because they make it look, I think they make it look easy on these videos. And oh, you know, you just do this, you just put some crayons, broken crayons in here, you put them in the oven, and voila, you come out with this. And essentially that is what happens. But this happens too, and this happens too. And you know, getting, you know, that happens, and mess and crayon bits everywhere, and you know, and it takes a long time. The thing that takes the longest is getting the paper off the crayons, because actually once you've done that, baking them is the easiest part, and pretty much they set and cool really quickly. So it's basically just getting the paper off the crayons, and that takes forever. But then once you're in, you're in. But these ones, I think you could sell on their own, you know. I'm not gonna sell them, which is, I know, bad. It's very bad. And my son loves this one, so I'll give him this one. And, you know, I might sell that one. But that one I might keep to remind me of the confetti. But anyway, I really enjoyed doing this. And I'm really pleased with how these turned out. And I think, even though it wasn't quite confetti, I think it was a successful mission accomplished. And especially, I think these, for selling reasons and to use in my videos, these are the winners. Because I'm keeping these. Oh, you see? So I might make some more and not be so precious, and then I'll sell them. But as I say, these ones took a lot of crayons, so I don't know whether I will. I might just keep it at this and then just make loads of these and sell these. Just bear with me, and when I get my moulds, the fair's not till November, so I'll be making a lot, because I've got a lot of crayons. I'll be making a lot of these and, you know, bagging them up, making them look cool to sell, and I'll show you what I've done for the market, and how I'm going to price them, and what I've managed to do, and how cost effective it is, because at the minute I'm doing it because I'm loving it, but I know that this has probably not been very cost effective. So I really do hope that you enjoyed the video and that you like. And I know I keep saying this every time, but if you could please subscribe, that would just be the icing on the cake, because I am trying to get to 1,000 as I keep on. Oh, not that old chestnut. Yes, that chestnut is still there, alive and well, and we need to get him to 1,000. So please, if you could subscribe, that would just make my day, and it really matters. It means a lot, and it kind of gets me into that monetized bracket, and then it can only just get further and higher. I think the minute you reach like 1,000, it just, you know, you just soar. And I am going to be selling the camera that I've got, and I'm going to be getting a different camera, because the sound I know isn't great, but the camera I have, I cannot fix a mic to it, which is unfortunate. So I need to sell this and get a camera where I can attach an external mic to it. I've tried all the MacGyvers. I've got a Canon G7X Mark II, and it doesn't have, it's great vlogging camera and great picture quality, but the sound that sounds okay, but it's not the sound I want for my ASMR videos. And so I need to, and there's one person, I can't remember their name, but hello, you're amazing. You was so generous in what you were offering me to help sort out my sound situation. I just think you're amazing and a legend, and I'm not worthy, and thank you so much. It meant the world to me. But I'm good. I'm just going to sell this and get a camera that I can put an external mic on, and so that my sound is better for ASMR. I mean, this isn't an ASMR video, so You know, you'd be like, what is she on about? But for those who do watch my ASMR videos and maybe watching this, that's what's going to happen in the future. And you wouldn't know that because I don't normally speak in them. And if I do, I'm whispering, or when I do the whispered versions, and then you might not even be able to hear me go on about my camera, or I might put a little thing, you know, some words that you might not see because you're listening, because people tend to listen more to the ASMR videos than watch, which is great. That's what I do. I pop on an ASMR video to help me go to sleep because I am a chronic insomniac, and the only thing that gets me to sleep is listening to ASMR videos where people don't talk, there's no music, and they just rummage through their pens, paper and makeup bags and nail polish and whatever they're doing. There's only certain ASMR artists that I like. I only like a handful. Each to their own, isn't it? I just don't really like the big, huge ASMR artists with millions of subscribers. I like the smaller ones. In fact, the ones that I love the most are below 100,000, and to be honest, they're way below 100,000. There's one that's almost in the 90s, but the rest are all a lot lower, like below 10. So it's a tricky one, but I like a particular sound, and I like to emulate that sound, and I think people are beginning to like it and realise that I'm around now and I'm here to stay, and I'm going to be making loads more content with ASMR, but I need to sort my sound out because it's not very good, or it's okay. And to be honest, some of the ASMR artists that I listen to, their sound is awful, yet I still love them, so it might not even matter. But I'm just thinking that if I get a better camera, then, I mean, obviously this is a really good camera and I got it for a really good deal, second hand, but I need to attach a microphone to do kind of, not proper ASMR, but I'm thinking like the person that commented, like they said that they thought my views would skyrocket if I got a microphone like a Yeti, which I would love. And I agree. Well, I'm agreeing in principle. I would like to think that my my account would rocket if I got a microphone. I think maybe there's more to it than that. I'm hopeful that is actually, you know, correct, and I'm hoping that if it is, then if I get a microphone, then hopefully it will, and I'll be able to do this all the time, and because I have to wait. That's like, I like to do a video every day or every other day, but I've had to wait for things to come in for my ASMR videos. I've ordered lots of things and I'm just waiting for them to come in so I can do some more ASMR videos. So I'm hoping on Monday the post will arrive and I will have my things, because my next one is going to be an ASMR Shein, my first Shein order. So that should be interesting. I'm just waiting for it. It's meant to arrive on Monday, so, you know, watch this space. Anyway, I'm rattling on for an eternity. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed making these. Please subscribe and we'll see you next time. This is more of a stuff and nonsense video, so I may as well do the end. I nearly said the endro. I mean, I'll do the outro with thank you so much for joining us at Stuff and Nonsense, and we'll see you next time for a bit more stuff and a bit more nonsense. See ya! Quite chuffed with that. I think they're pretty sweet. Work of art, I think.